Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Thomas and today you join me inside the Tesla Model 3 Highland. This is being kindly supplied by Tesla UK and I'm really excited to show you guys this new facelifted Model 3 because I think the Model 3 has become a really popular EV across the globe, and hats off to Tesla obviously for kind of dominating the market and doing really well in like Asia, the Europe, America. It's really crazy to see, and you're probably most commonly going to see a white with a black interior. Today we've got like a kind of lunar grey one with a black interior. This is a long-range dual motor, so it does mean you get a little bit more range, which I'll cover in the full review. This is just going to be first impressions kind of video because I posted a couple of pictures online yesterday and a lot of people were commenting on how's the quality, asking questions, so I thought take this opportunity to show you. So I'm going to flip the camera around and give you a kind of a first eye opinion in view of the cabin. So this is the first door card, as you can see on the Tesla Model 3. It is a little bit more premium and kind of almost, I don't know if this is like a vinyl kind of material on top of the plastic. It's definitely got a little bit of indentation and kind of softness to it. I do like this kind of suede material on the door card. This is soft and squidgy and you can see the detailed stitching here, which is nice to see. You've got not too much else going on here. The door unlocks up here. You've got some speakers, which I do believe this car's got 17 speakers on it. And then your window switches, which are electric, but they've got one little line in all of them. There's nothing to kind of stand out about them. There's not ridges or anything, but all in all, gives you a quick look at the interior. I do like the kind of mood lighting that's running across here. This is colour changeable, but it runs across the entire dashboard of the car. And it kind of reminds me, do you remember the Jaguar XJ, the X351 generation that kind of ran across and had the wee Jaguar plaque up here? It kind of reminds me of that, just the way it kind of flows through the dashboard. Also like this kind of texturized woven fabric on top of the dash, going as kind of the Scandinavian vibes of the wood. And now we've got this, which I'll be honest, kind of reminiscent of the Polestar 2 I recently drove. That seemed to have a little plastic with this kind of material going across here. As you would know with Tesla, everything is controlled on the screen, so there's no heads-up display, there's no little instrument cluster here, there's not even stalks. We do have indicators which are on the steering wheel here, and some people freak out about this, but Ferrari have been doing this for a while and nobody's freaking out about that. So I think you just get used to it. I touch a button, it brings up the camera on the side, and it took me about 8 minutes to get used to it once picking up the car. So yeah, I think if you own this you'd be fine. Flashing headlights I have used a few times just to let passerbys go or whatever it may be. That's quite nice to have just there. 2 scroller wheels that I'll cover in the review video just because they do a lot more. And then the right hand side here's things like your cameras, which pulls up the cameras. Cruise control's activated here when you're on the go. You've got your wipers and then your voice control, which you can say something like open butthole and it'll open up the charge flap. Steering wheel itself is almost circular, and it does say Tesla going across here. Again, this is kind of like a rubberized material, not too far off what you see here. This is just a little bit more kind of texture to it. This is smooth, but yeah, I think it's quite nice. And then down in the middle here, so we'll cover the screen in the full review, but everything's in the screen. Down the middle here we do have your wireless charging. This is lined with kind of like a fabric so your phone doesn't slip. I've just been keeping the key here for the time I've got this car today or this week. We do have a decent size kind of cubby down here. It's also worth showing, we do have a glove box, but that's controlled through this little storage in here. And then we do have 2 cup holders down below, and then a big bit of storage and crane that goes underneath this bit of material here, and this kind of feels a little bit magnetized as it touches down. One nice addition is we do have cooled seats in this car, so I'm just going to turn that on. As you can see, we can do heat, we can do cool, but the cooled seats do come through here, which you can maybe hear the fan on camera, I'm not sure, but it's nice. Kind of my legs and trouser area are getting a nice wee breeze. You do have heated seats, and what I do quite like about this fan is you can kind of move, like you might have seen in the Model Y, exactly where you want the airflow to go. I'm 5'11", I've got plenty of headroom. Like, it's very deceptive, this car. When you see it outside, it's quite low and aerodynamic, but there's literally plenty of headroom, shoulder room. Like, you're going to be comfortable if you're tall or short. Plenty of room in the back, especially because it's a flat floor as well, so you can get free across. And there's even a little screen back there as well, which is quite cool, so you can keep the rear passengers entertained. It's got things like Netflix, YouTube, a little game, and I think you can change the radio as well, or change some music on it as well with the Spotify, which is quite cool. In the rear, the boot is ginormous. The tail lights have now been kind of integrated into one piece, which is different, and we've still got the front boot fruit, whatever you want to call it, a frunk if you're in the States. And I do believe the drag coefficient of this car has decreased in terms of the coefficient number, so it's now 0.219. So it's the most aerodynamic Tesla at time of filming, which is impressive. And that is going to be my first impressions of the Tesla 3. I will get a full review out to you all, but I just wanted to show you this car, give you a quick kind of look at the materials, because that seems to be the biggest thing that's coming across in terms of people that are kind of watching, and I want to show you. So thank you very much to Tesla UK. Kirsty, you're a legend for trusting me with your car, and I will see you guys on the next review video for the Tesla Model 3 Highland. Stay safe and comment if you've got any questions, and I'll try and incorporate it into the next video. Ciao.